Today's project is to convert all that into, can't do it, into, still can't do it. Anyway, that's the idea of what we've got. We've got a stand. That stand's been bought and assembled very quickly because today we have given these away to charity. 3 units, and we need to empty them, get them out of the way, because we're then into the last of our rooms that we need decorating. Ideal world we would have it done last month, but we just ran out of time. But it don't matter, does it? It don't matter. It gives me something to do this year. This is taking some digging out. Come from the other end. Got rid of all the tree bits pushing it the way through, but look at the absolute rubbish in here. I can only manage an hour at a time and I get depressed with it, but we'll get there. Now I'm in my neighbour's garden at the moment, but I've had his permission, so there's no problem there. We're looking at privacy down this edge, this side. We've got the fence done the other side, but as you can see here, this is a little passageway from our front to the back, which is fine, but we have the tall fence panel there, but this is only a shallow one, and in theory, coming down there, this you can see into our yard. Not that you can see a lot, but then here for some reason there's a window one, and likewise I can see into this yard, but I don't particularly want to. And all these fence panels are rubbish. So I'm thinking of doing similar to what we did over that side. New panels, posts and kickboards along here, but the problem is it don't, if these posts and they're in the right place, although I like the slot in ones, I could leave it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to start from scratch again, and probably at this end what I might do is shorten this last one, this small one, and put my first post here, level with that but further across. Then we'll see how we get on. I've took that one panel out because I'm going to have to try and, for the time being, cut that down and refit it back here. It was it's too big and overlapping where I want it, so I'm going to have to cut it down and bring it flush with this post, I think, or put my first post in here. Now I know it don't really matter where I go as long as but the original posts I've took out, and some of them were just angle iron, not proper concrete posts like what I intend to do here. Might have an issue here with this. If I can get my post in and get my board dropped in, I'll be alright, but I don't think I will, to be honest with you. But that's I'm going to start doing my fencing because I want to try and get this privacy at least up to here, somewhere along here. Not too worried about this too much, but just want to be in the working area of the neighbours, so that when he's coming down here he's not nosing at me and I'm not nosing at him particularly. Yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. It's not a bad little hour and a half's work this morning. It's starting to get to the point where I know what I'm doing next. I've got to order some panels and posts, but I don't want to be ordering too many too soon, if you get what I mean. So I want to just sort of break it up into different sections up to this corner, wherever it lands, the 6 foot. I don't know whether it'll be just down there near that tree trunk or whether it'll be a couple of foot this way. I'm not really sure, but I want to be able to get to sort of to this area, just to the corner of our side passage, if you like. If we get that lot tidied up, I should be more than happy with it. But that's a good start. I may be ordering later on today, and if I can get some panelling like that sorted out, like on this side. I know you don't see much of it, but I've always been a bit of a king of the castle. Once you've bought an house, you want to make it safe and secure, and you want your privacy. So not bothered about the back fence, because that's between us and Tony, and it's in reasonable nick. Tony looks after it reasonably well. He did say he wanted to come and paint this side of it at some point, but he's more than welcome whenever he wants to, as long as you don't do a garish colour. And obviously once this trellis work has got something growing up, it will hide that as well, won't it? And eventually that shed's going, and that's moving up one. That needs a lick of paint as well, but we're in January, so I don't think I particularly need to worry about it as yet. That'll be a spring job, because that wants painting when it's totally dry, really, rather than being a bit damp, which this time of year it is. But I'm quite pleased with what I've done. We will have a coffee and a think, and then we'll try and crack on a bit more with it. Me and the neighbour's fence. Took the little one out so I can get my post in there. We're going 2 foot down, like the other side. 2 foot in, and then a foot of gravel board, and then a 5 foot. But I daren't do more than one hole at a time, because if I've calculated it wrong, there's a lot of digging. So I'm just going to get I haven't even got the posts organised yet, but the next couple of days I'm going to order them. But I just thought I'd get myself into the mode. But this is scaring me, because I've got a tree trunk. That's what it all started from. Trees down the side of here blocking our daylight out. Well, I've chopped them down at the top end there, but to get my fence line, that one has grown basically under the fence. I don't know whether, I think the kickboard will foul up on it, so I think I'm going to have a go at trying to get that out, or get it below ground level at least. This will be fun. Forward planning, not just me thinking what I need to do for this job, so when the posts and the panels come I can get on with it, because I don't like being in my neighbour's garden more than I need to, even though they're not here at the moment and I've got permission to do it. But forward plan it with regards to previous owners. Why would you plant a tree that close to your boundary? Now that is causing all sorts of problems now for me, because I've got to dig that out, because I need, like the other side of the garden, I've got a 1 foot gravel board underneath my panel, and it's going to drop down there, and that tree, or what's left of it, is going to be in the way. So it's got to come out so I can neatly drop my gravel board and then my panel on top of it, because I suspect when you look down there it's going to foul up on that stump. So I'm going to have to dig it out. Whatever happens, at least take it down 6 inches, a foot lower than the pavement. I don't suppose now it's been chopped off that it'll grow anymore, and I imagine in time them roots will rot, but I don't think I need to worry too much about it. But the stupidity of not working out what trees, positioning of trees more than anything. I had it up here as well. I've took out, with permission again, thankfully, there's 4 or 5 along here which shot way above the tops of the bungalow. All right, they give a bit of shade, but also they drop leaves all over, and no one's prepared to maintain them. So just, you know, bear that in mind when you're planting, that 20-30 years time it's probably going to outgrow you. Now I'm doing some gardening for my neighbour, and he wants me to trim them down, but look how high they are. And sadly, and me including, as you get older you're trying to downsize or making the job easier, and this is what we're doing here. You won't believe it, there's been a lot of hard work done this year or last year, and there'll be some more this year to get it how we want it. But we've got to do it now while we can, and we certainly won't be planting massive trees that are going to take a lot of looking after. There's enough bushes. We arrived at, and there's enough bushes, but they are all of a size that we can maintain for the time being, and as we get too old to manage them, we'll either have to have a gardener or they'll come out. It's simple as that. Anyway, it's enough of me moaning. I'll carry on trying to dig this bad boy out. I do like a challenge, but some of them are unnecessary. Following day, I've got it out. Took most of the day, but today I've been working on the gardening project next door, and I've took these tops of these trees down. The holly one, the one next to it. There's quite a lot of debris down here, and here, and here. But now I'm going to try and get to the back side of that tree, and then one next to it. Friday morning, I've got the first post, kickboard and panel in. We're just lining up to concrete this one in. I'll try and get one panel done per day, so I'm going to cement that one in and then dig out for the next one. I think I'll take it nice and steady. I'm not rushing in with postcrete and trying to get them all done in a day or anything silly like that. We'll see how it goes. Saturday morning, Saturday dinner time, I've got all the chores done, the shopping etc, and the visits done. Those 3 I got finished off yesterday. This one's going to be a bit of a battle, leading down there. Out of all of them, this is probably going to be the one that takes the most prepping. So let's get stuck in and see how far I get on with it before I get fed up. Well, we've finally got this mucked out. There's a lot of glass missing from it, but the frame's intact, and there's some staging that I took out there, so I'm going to attempt to dismantle this now and see if I can make use of it next door. Well, approximately an hour and a half later, I've managed to get all the glass out that isn't broken, and all the wooden panels that were put in because it's got no glass. Next stage is to take it to bits. Yeah. Full day. Just got one in, ready for concreting tomorrow. Been an hard slog today. Today has been a fail. Really want to get on with this fence today. Doing right down there, down the side of the passage, but let me turn it around. Sadly today, I've had to take that post out. It was concreted in, and this one was this morning. But then I got to looking around the other side of it. I wasn't happy. It kicked off. I expect to kick off a little bit from true, but it was out by about 4 inches. You have to be a bit careful with boundaries, for one thing. I don't think particularly it would matter too much on this one. In fact, I'm giving them a little bit more when it's finished to what I've took. But it's been a pig today, it really has. I was hoping to get that end one done and even get started on the next one, but it hadn't happened. So even the tops are level, but I'm not worried about that because it's just lifting up the kickboards at the bottom. But every bad day there'll be a good one, so hopefully tomorrow a different day. I think it's the weather more than anything that's getting me a bit down at the moment. It's been like this for the last 3 days. I know we're in February, but it would be nice to actually to see a bit of sun, but the soil and everything's claggy, and I'm messing about fencing next door, and I'm standing in all the garden, and it's luckily he's not that bothered. But as you can see from my garden, it's wet. Hey ho, mustn't complain. There's always tomorrow. Just trying to keep me one a day going. Looking good. Now that I've repositioned that one, the offended item, it looks a bit straighter now. That's it now with regards to panels. I've run out. I can put one more gravel board in and position the post if I want to, but I'm concentrating a bit more on tidying up now. Another day, another post. Right, all of them have been set for a couple of days now. I've deliberately left it alone. I've been doing a bit of gardening on this side, but today I would like, if I can, get this post, the wooden one and the concrete one out, and dig out this bit to continue it along if I possibly can. We'll see how it goes. Oh yes. Palm tree school.
That's down by us. Old palm tree.
Yeah. Oh.
Hang on a minute. We're heading back to Portugal pretty soon, and I wanted to get on with this English project as much as I can. I've got as far as here with the fence building. I decided to take all of the old wood out. There's 3 panels to go in there, which are coming on Tuesday. And then there's some more coming to do this front, but they're going to be smaller ones along here. So I'm going to crack on today and try and get the old posts out.
Well, I've had Andy the electrician round today, and he's took the original pendant light out there, whoops, and the pull switch. And he's now got us onto downlighters. This is in bedroom number 2. This is really the last room that needs doing. And obviously he's put new wiring in the switch. And also, part of doing this one was in here, the boiler room. We've got a downlighter there. Just one downlighter there. That's all we need in a small space like that. Similar to the downlighter that is put in there for the hallway. Then it's coming back Thursday to sort. We had the new wiring in the switch there, no switch. And we'll be sorting socketry out on Thursday. That one's coming out. I think we're doing something with that one. It's got some new wiring in it, and I think we're going to put a double socket on that side, so we don't need to have this old thing in at all. And then that's near enough the house done then. Yesterday we got this one in, but not concreted in, because the delivery didn't come till midday. But there's a lot of work to be done, and this morning we've had rain all morning, so I haven't just got onto this afternoon. But I've got a massive grit. Chopped these down earlier on last year, but unfortunately they're in the way of where the panels are going to be. So there's no way out of it other than digging them out. And it's been like World War One in the trenches here this morning. But we'll see how we get on. Morning everyone. Last day of February. And I'll continue, hopefully, getting these last 2 panels in on the front here. As you can see, the frost on the neighbour's roof, it's sun's out. I'm sure it's going to be lovely and warm shortly. Let's see how we got on today. Well, it's the last day of February, and we've had a busy day today. I'll just show you what I've done. I've put this last panel in from this side. All the way down there. That just leaves 2 to do, but I'm not bothered about doing them yet. I'll turn the camera around.
Hopefully that video mostly came through, but you probably saw where your little guy is coming from. He flies in. You've got a big gap here down the back of your window. He can get in through there because she. I keep saying he, but obviously it's a girl because she's laying eggs. She gets in through there, and the other place that we always see her squidging in through is down here. You can fit your hands in there. And you can probably see the
Our builder Mark calls in to see the state of Steve and Kaz's house, as it has been empty for quite a few months.
Managing to find his way in from, but yeah, we haven't had anything crazy in here. Nothing crazy in here, but you can probably see everything is dusty, mate. Everything is dusty, so you'll probably have a bit of cleaning to do when you get here. As you can see, it's just been howling wind through any gaps that there is. Obviously we've got to get in the back here still and fully finish that up, but I know you ran out of time last time you were here, so just things to remember. In this back edge needs filling up, so that's definitely a job you could be getting on with. In that back edge needs filling all the way up. Obviously we squirted the foam in, but there are still bits of the natural dirt that comes out of the walls, and until you really get all this dirt cleaned off and everything rendered, unfortunately, you're just always going to have this dust everywhere. So I've currently got 2 batteries at my place. I'll bring them back over this week when I'm passing again. I'm going to stick all of these and these down in your bottom shed now, and that